What are we hearing from Trump world?
So far, we have one response here from Donald Trump himself on his social media post, in which it's quite simple. It's, quote, "big win for America" in all caps. His attorney, Alina Habba, one of his attorneys, is also noting that this is a moment here in which the millions of Americans will not be disenfranchised. This was at the forefront of the arguments of Trump's attorneys, as well as his political advisors, making the case that look at the results from these early primary states so far. Overwhelmingly, Republican voters want Donald Trump to be their Republican nominee again. And let's face it here, whether folks agree with it or not, there are systems in place when we're talking about ways to keep Donald Trump from the ballot. One of those is referred to by the Supreme Court here is Congress to determine whether he engaged in insurrection or not. And in the weeks after the January 6th attack, the U.S. House did, in fact, vote to impeach Donald Trump for his role in the efforts to overturn the 2020 election. But then the U.S. Senate, which would require a 2/3 majority to actually convict and remove him from office and bar him from ever serving again, fell 10 votes short. 7 Republicans voted to convict him, but they needed 10 other Republicans. So at that point, the Congress way of getting Donald Trump off the ballot in 2024 failed. And also, we should note, Jack Smith, the special counsel, did not file any federal charges related directly to insurrection against Donald Trump. So there were means potentially of removing Donald Trump from the ballot, but clearly what we hear from the Supreme Court this morning is that with the presumption that he becomes the GOP's nominee here this summer, that Donald Trump will be on that ballot in November's general election.
And we will hear from Donald Trump, we're told, at noon, who is going to be speaking from Mar-a-Lago, is our understanding, and reacting to this ruling that just came down from the Supreme Court. Again, a 9-0 decision from the Supreme Court that Donald Trump is eligible to run for office of the presidency here, and cannot be barred because of Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which was the question at issue in this Colorado ballot challenge case. And this ruling now applying to all the states where these challenges have been brought.